lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels there wasn't birth on earth.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another solo song reaction. And today we got Token featuring Red. What's it called? What Does Your Love Look Like? This just dropped. It's off Token's latest album. I've been a fan of Token for quite a while now. I don't know his whole catalog, but anytime I'd see something of his pop up, I was definitely one to click it, check it out, and listen to it. Very creative and a unique artist, hip hop artist that rhymes and has a flow I don't think comparable to anybody. He's his own entity. Yeah. But yeah, What Does Your Love Look Like featuring Ren. I know a bunch of you guys in the Ren community are going to tune in for this solo song reaction. Two artists that kind of, when I heard it, I was like, that's a unique combination. So I'm curious to see how it works. And we're going to definitely check out, for all the Token fans, we're probably going to keep in line and check out more of his album in the future. And happy for him, he released this. I know it's doing really well and he deserves it. And let's go check it out. What Does Love Look Like? Featuring Ren.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigating, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get...
Before Ren comes in, yeah, he's coming in hard there. Yeah, that was pretty emotional, him letting that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much almost like not knowing what love looks like because he never like experienced it even within his own like household, right?
Yeah.
Like he's talking about they found the letter on the dresser. The dad, I think, disappeared is what he was saying.
I thought it was the mother. It could have been.
Was it the mother? Okay, but yeah, just that emotional. Parents divorced. My parents are divorced as well. They've been when I was young. I'm sure. I don't know if Ren's are. I think he might play off that theme as well. And just like really well put. Like I said, no one like rhymes like Token. That guy can. Man, he can rhyme.
There definitely is a lot of unique artists. This is a very cool, like, unique way to talk about this topic. Because it doesn't sound as sad as what he is talking about. My heart breaks for his inner child, because if anything you want as a child is just to feel loved and accepted, right?
Yeah.
So that's so heartbreaking.
And you never you don't believe in love anymore at some points, like when you witness divorce and breakups, even from your friends to your parents to your whole life is just breakups and divorce. It's just like, how do you believe in, like, what does your love look like? Because my aspect of love looks totally different from yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am grateful that even as a child in our relationship now, we are very vocal about that. But even if not, like, I've just kind of learned that if you didn't necessarily find the love and acceptance in your past, bringing it back to community, you're meant to find your people.
You really are.
If your own blood isn't giving you what you need, there's billions of people out there who will fill your cup up, who will love you, how you should be loved.
And don't but don't take it just to feel like you have to have it. A lot of people end up in bad ass relationships because of that, because they feel like they have to have love at this point of their life, or like, you know what I mean?
But I agree.
Both been in toxic relationships, like I'm saying.
But that was not the way how you were meant to be loved.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really cool way to just going on where family isn't necessarily blood anymore. If anything, I find family is almost, especially for me, like my family's scattered all over the place. And unfortunately, I've lost touch with a lot of them. But my family that I've created with you and the people who are in our close circle, like we're very connected, and
family.
And it's just as special as it is when, you know,
exactly.
Up as a kid.
I 100% agree. There's so many people, like I have friends that I've known since I was a kid, and we'll end up conversation always, love you bro, love you too bro. Like,
and it's not weird.
No, not at all.
I think it'd probably be weird if you didn't say it.
Yeah, if I blow him a kiss after, sometimes it gets a little weird, but yeah, we're gonna continue this on.
Change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate thee. The way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape thee. Pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sis and my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade in my cold night. What does your love look like?
One more pause, still a minute left in this. Yeah, that one hit. That was like my story, pretty much what he was saying there too. So it was weird. Yeah, that's. I had a feeling like so I guess his parents split too, and like he says, and out of nowhere, like his memory just hits just him and his mom and his sister. My first memory hit like they did it when I was young. And I barely have any memories of them in the same room. I was like 6 years old, but like my first memory is in my grandma's room crying with my dad. We moved like 4 hours away from my mom as well, wondering like where mom was. Like that's like my first memory, which is insane. So that like hit me a little bit. And I have a great relationship with both now, and they're way better off split up than they were together. But at that moment, it's such a shock. And he seemed like he was a little older, so he was talking. You hear them screaming and yelling at each other every night. You can almost like feel the build up, but then they push through, and then like you said, it kind of just feels like that's what love is. Like you think your parents are the most intelligent, smartest, the people you look up for. They could not do any wrong when you're a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And you just think that's how it is. So that was really beautiful. Ren did it, like, I don't know, I wonder if, like, Token did it and, like, sent Ren his parts, because he added, like, on the beat, like, percussions and stuff. I wonder if that was, like, Ren, because it has a very Ren sound. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he added to the beat, and he added his own, like, flavor to it, and it really sounded good. That sounded great.
Mm-hmm. And just to kind of ping off that, and then we'll go right into it, luckily, I never, that's not part of my story where I don't know. I mean, my parents did fight, like, I think especially in that generation, because they didn't know how to necessarily communicate. Yeah. Because they didn't have access to everything that we do now. But it just, how do I say this? The way how they love each other is not like your fault, or like relationships that you know that you see crumble. And it's very hard, but it's just like it just because you see that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how they feel about you or how you should be treated. You know, because it's very easy to take on like, well, like why does mom ever not, you know, come see me, or you know, like doesn't she love me? And it's like, of course she does, but it's unfortunately so much more complicated.
Now I live closer to my mom and my dad's far away. Yeah. No, it's so true. And you hit it on the head too. It's like, it's not definitely never your fault. And even Ren here, like, and Token both said it, that they have a hard time now, like, accepting love because they never, like, witnessed it. Yeah. And, like, I went through, like, in my family, like I said, my parents divorced, my mom got remarried, divorced again, sister's in an abusive relationship. Like, I went through it all, but I kind of took the opposite, where I was like, I see love crumbling all around me. But like, I'm like gonna do the opposite. I'm not gonna do what they did. I took that like mentality.
Exactly.
But I was scared to like fall in love with you, and I didn't know how it would take, and like it's not gonna last because nothing ever has in like my family. And
but like,
but then it did, because once I got to know you as a person.
That's very interesting, because like when it came to you, I wasn't scared.
No.
Like I was scared.
Well, I'm amazing though.
You are. But it just like, it felt like home. And that's when you know you found your family, is like when it feels easy. When you can like just truly just unload and be yourself.
And for you, I said I love you pretty early, really early.
I
just felt like, 'cause I felt like I had it and I wasn't gonna let it go. So I was like, I can't let it crumble like everybody else around me has. But beautiful song. This is amazing. All right, let's continue this on till the end.
Still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade in my cold night. What does your love look like?
You realize how hard that I work, and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down, and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer, cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you. But I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Wow, that was incredible. That was really well done. That last verse from Token, dude. Damn.
That was so cool.
You keep talking now like his relationship. I guess maybe he just broke up, but one of his relationships, and how like you have like trust issues. I have a fear of like, or I have the trust issues. You have fear of being alone. I'm always so far away. And then when he said, you always keep wanting to have more passion out of me, but I grew up hearing people yelling and angry. I just don't have that. Like when I was saying I try to do the opposite, he was like doing that as well, because he did. He's like, I grew up in a home with like holes in the wall, and like,
I know
like that was crazy.
There was so much like concrete on his heart that he has to like slowly chisel away to
break the layers, like get through.
Be vulnerable.
They. Like I said, a totally unique, like I've been following Token for a long time. We've recently just discovered Ren. Not really just, but it's still fresh. We only, a couple months ago? Yeah. And to hear them together and their harmonies together, and how you can tell this is a collaborative effort. And also I heard they're doing a music video. I am following the Instagram guys. So that's going to be a lot of fun. They filmed parts of it at Chris Webby's apparently. They all stayed at Webby's. Apparently Webby just had a 2-week friggin' getaway for artists to just go nuts. And
that's cool.
Yeah, so Yeah, very well done. A topic. You hear a lot of like love topics, but not like done like this. This is probably one of the unique times I've heard it in a song, kind of like this.
Absolutely.
And awesome.
Yeah. I just more of like have a question is like to the audience and to you, what
does your love look like?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda like
Makes
what
you ask it. It makes you ask it. Yeah.
like what is it that like what was the point that just made you like feel safe?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And everybody has a different vision. Like for us, we can get all the time. We're not like independent enough. Like we are codependent on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can look at that negatively, but that's kind of how like I see love look like. And I look at others who, like my dad and my stepmom. I know they love each other to death. They've been together for a while, but they're so independent. They can go like weeks without even like seeing each other. But nothing's going on. Nothing in a bad way. They just both work and they bust their ass. Yeah.
That's where it's truly important to find your people.
Yeah, he found his perfect and we found ours. We do our own independent things, but we're very codependent on each other throughout life.
Yeah, that's why it's saying like if one person was extremely independent while the other one wasn't, it's not going to lead
Makes
for like
issues.
a long lasting relationship, you know?
Yeah.
So
because then you got like a clinger and then you got one that's like, you're too distant. Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
So what does your love look like?
That was a really unique way of
Yeah.
Now I just kind of want to ask like other people, like when was like your first moment when you felt
love?
Yeah, like real love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like when you're a kid and you're just like, oh my god, I got a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody's story is different, and unfortunately there's probably some out there who still haven't, but it doesn't mean it won't happen.
It just sucks though, in order to find love you have to like almost put yourself in, not like a scary situation, but you really have to like put your heart on the line.
You have to be vulnerable. You also gotta like do things like.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you gotta go out and experience the world and experience people to know what people you like and what people you don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for this solo song reaction from Token. We're gonna be checking out more of the album. I know he has a song with Tech Nine on this album as well. So stay tuned. We're going to react to that in the future. Ren, we already love you. The Renegades, you already know. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We are your host. I was KC, KingCanada.
I'm Laura the Rookie.
And we'll see you guys probably for Renegade Friday. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. See you guys then.
We'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. And love to see you in the comments. Take care and have a great week. Bye-bye.
Independent, filling all the seats. Independent, summon all the heat. Independent, BTB, we are tremendous. Team on the rise, insurrection. Game will deny the insurrection. Crew has arrived, insurrection. KC's time, an insurrection. Breaking all the beats.